Welcome to Waco, Texas, home of the Baylor Bears and McLean Stadium. Boats lining the Brazos as the Baylor line is ready to welcome the Bears onto the field. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sun Devils will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Anderson. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Quarterback will audible. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains. And when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Quickly complete. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, look out, there he goes. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And the Bears are on the move. Looking for space. It's Washington. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down. The Bears moving quickly to the line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he was so close to scoring with that one, but he's shoved out of bounds at the 2. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him, and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
Calls his own number. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the... And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Baylor! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Hall. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. First down for the offense. Looking to pass. It's Coop. Oh, he's going to go up top. Oh, he dropped it. And what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He'll take another shot here. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Get set, get set.
With the score, 7, Arizona State, 0.
Ready up.
Fast motion from the offense. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Akbar. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He wants to throw. Fires to the middle. And the pass is intercepted. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth game if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Dropping back, it's Koo. The throw to the outside is complete. And the Sun Devils are stopped, but not before getting the 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Finds his man down the middle.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Sun Devils will hustle to the line. The aerial assault continues. Pressure coming. He's got it. Touchdown, Sun Devils! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today with major ramifications across the college football landscape. Cal is running away with this one thanks to an offense that has not been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up 14 over Virginia Tech. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Snares it outside, it's Akbar. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. He wants to throw here on second down. Slings it downfield. That pass is incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. This time it's complete. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Quarterback will keep it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. I really like this call to go for it on fourth down in this area of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
He's looking to throw it, feeling some heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. To the air, it's Coop. And that pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Coming after it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A full field of defensive backs trying to take away the deep ball. These corners backing off a bit. Dropping back, it's Koo. Trying to burn this defensive back. It's complete. A huge pickup. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bears will kick it away to start the second half. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
He's back to throw on second down. Got his man quickly. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Small gain, I know. But, again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Looking to throw, it's Coop. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Working that left side. What a throw! Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. For some guys, that play would be tough. It might be complicated. It might be impossible. For these guys, just another day of playing catch.
Find that guy, right? If something goes wrong, if I get confused, if I don't know where to go, my guy out there, that dude's really, really good. So if he's running a fade, whatever he's running, I'm going to throw him the football. If I don't have a clue what I'm doing, that guy's getting it.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Looking to pass on second down. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Bears want to crank the tempo. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, he'll let it fly. The sure hands, it's Akbar. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
They'll throw it on first down. He's got his man. Gets away from one. He's got space. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
I'll tell you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Now on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Koo. He's going for the big play. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Sun Devils. And once he got loose, it was all over. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Quarterback checking off. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I give credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch. Nice catch.
So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1.
He wants to take the top off. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Arizona State 21, Baylor 10.
First down to start the drive after the break. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. And the Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Trying to move the sticks on third down. On the option. He'll toss it. Shakes off the tackle. At midfield, he's got room. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. The Sun Devils with the 1st and 10.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Looking for a deep man. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again.